But I want to be able to help you help your pantry and get all of that stuff in there. There's no reason why any of us should be starving and going without. It doesn't make any sense. Hey everybody, welcome to the other side of the homestead. So we are inside the kitchen. I had somebody ask me, hey, can I can gravy? And I said, of course you can. So rule of thumb over here, I usually say whatever you can buy at the store in a can, you can. You just got to know how to do it. So I've had some roasts that I needed to get done, beef roasts for the freeze dryer. So I got those finished, took my broth from all of that, and I made a nice brown gravy. And so I'm going to show you guys how I can everything up and then throw it in the pressure canner and see what happens. This is one of those things that you have to ask yourself, especially with food shortages and all that stuff that they say that there's coming. What are the things that we can do now to go ahead and put away? Because I know when SHTF comes, I know I want some gravy on my potatoes, so I'm not going to do without. So here's how you do it, and come on, let's take a ride. So I've taken my jars and I've sterilized everything, and now I'm coming in and I'm putting my gravy in. This is what a funnel I got that has a clear piece here. It unscrews, so you don't have to have it. It just kind of helps point out your headspace, what you're going to do with it. So I put that in there. It's going to be about 1.5 ladles. And basically what I did is I put my broth in the pan after the roasts were done, and then I slowly added flour to it, whisking it and getting it thick to the consistency that I wanted it to be. Well, I did that while I was sterilizing the jars, and really important that you make sure that your jars are sterilized, especially if they're used. Water bathing, make sure that they're all sterilized. Throw all this in there, leaving about a 1-inch headspace. Okay, bear with me, this is a little heavy. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. Alrighty. That didn't fill that jar up all the way. I don't mind. That's still going to be a nice sized dinner gravy, and I can always put it with another jar if we have more people over. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some white vinegar and a paper towel, come through and wipe those rims. Okay. Oops. I had some of my label on one of my jars I must have missed. All right. So my gravy's hot, my jars are sterilized. I've got the heat, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got the heat going, let's see, on my water. So now I'm going to take my jars and I'm going to transfer them to the pot where I've got my heat already on, and it's getting that water prepped so that I'm not putting hot jars into cold water because I don't want everything to bust. Ooh, hot. All right. Now I'm going to put this lid on. Get that going. Turn my fire up to extra high. Let this heat up. Wait for some steam. I'm going to put that, I'll put the weight on top of the canner. When that comes, I'll show you guys what that looks like, and then we'll put the weight on. From that point, then we'll count 90 minutes and the gravy will be done. Shelf stable. I can keep it on there for 8 to 12 years and I'm not going to have any problems. So I don't have to hear G complain that he doesn't have gravy, and I've got plenty in my pantry. How about you? Let's show you how to do it. We'll see you at the end. Okay, so her steam has come up. She's ready to go. She's letting me know she's ready to cook. So we're going to come in. I'm going to drop a 10-pound weight for my elevation, and I'm going to set the timer for 90 minutes. See you in a little bit. Okay, I have a correction to make, and I apologize for that. So we've just started rocking. We're at our 10 pounds, and now we're going to start our timer for 90 minutes. So we'll get that going, and we'll see you guys in 90 minutes. All right. Okay, so now we're back. Our 90 minutes is up. We let the pressure come down naturally, so it went to 0. I went ahead and pulled the weight off, opened up the lid, and I'm going to go ahead and pull everything out now. Look at that gravy. Hey, gravy, guys. Absolutely zero reason to go without. No need for it. Hear the pinging? All right, we got all those out. So I want to show you something real quick. And so when I talk about stocking our pantries and thinking about the food shortage, I've said this before. There's a lot of people I've heard that said, oh, I'll just do without. My question is, why do you have to do without? So if you have the ability to get what you need now, just go ahead and can it. I went ahead and I pulled out some other things that I've done over the last few months. And so I've got some smoked flounder right here. So we need that. G's actually been eating on some corned beef brisket and some other different fishes, things like that. Let's see, I think he had ham tonight. There's smoked salmon. Got that in there. And sloppy joe. So my sloppy joe's already made. I usually do 20 pounds of venison at a time. Guys, all of this you've seen me do. If you haven't, then go back to the videos. If you go into our playlist, you'll be able to find them. You know, cooking on a budget, all of that stuff. Those are all when I can. And when I freeze dried, that is all to make sure that our pantry is full. We don't have to worry about anything. And that goes all the way back to milk. And so I love the sound of that. And so we've got our milk put away. That's shelf stable. I don't have to worry about that. We have plenty of mango salsa. I also have a video on that. You've seen me do several different things. If there's something that you want to know how to do and you can't find the information on how to do it, let me know. I'll figure it out. I may do a few trial runs before I go through and actually record that. And I don't know why my hat looks so darn crooked. I'm not sure if it's the camera or if it's me. But anyway, so I don't know if there's anything out there really that is uncannibal. So if you have something for me, you got a recipe you're trying to figure out you absolutely love, I'll practice a couple times until I perfect it, and then I'll go ahead and I'll record it. So if you don't get it overnight, that's why. I'm trying to figure out how to do all of that. But I want to be able to help you help your pantry and get all of that stuff in there. There's no reason why any of us should be starving and going without. It doesn't make any sense. I am putting recipes out there that we can feed people for $1, you know, each meal. There's, gosh, you know, the canning and getting all of that stuff done. Guys, there's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't be able to do this. A lot of people say, well, I don't have the storage. My pantry is only so big. Okay, what does the underneath of your bed look like? Remember Mom used to tell us to keep under our bed clean all the time? There's a reason why. Jars, got to put the jars under there. Let's see, what about storage in your closet? Is there any space in there that you're not using? Store it up in the closet. Get, you know, little things like that. Maybe you don't need 100 pair of shoes. Maybe you can go with a few pair of shoes right now, put the others in a bin, set those aside, maybe on the outbuilding, shed, whatever, basement, attic, you know, go ahead and use that as a storage space and put your cans where they're climate controlled. So anyway, that's what I got for you. I want to just challenge you guys to build your pantries. Make sure that you're not doing without. There's no need for it. We don't have to suffer through this. Let everybody else suffer. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we have everything that we need, all the way down to our medicine. We'll get into tinctures and things like that probably later. But yeah, there's no reason for it, guys. So let's just go ahead, let's build our pantries, get things put away, and in an SHTF, you're going to be thinking, thank God I spent that 90 minutes canning that gravy, that milk, that fish, whatever it is. You guys, go for it and go live a life gun-free.
Thanks, Milo.